Hey guys, welcome back. It's another evening, and holy shit, I mean, we are staying consistent. The last video that I posted was about less than 24 hours ago, so we're doing good. But welcome back, guys. Join us tonight for a bit of tea and a bit of music. Yeah, it's gonna be a very chill night tonight because, honestly, without a chill night, I honestly think I could go insane. I mean, I think there's honestly a great amount of craziness within all humans, and I'm not gonna lie, as a water sign, all water sign, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, you know, my rising and my moon, yeah, I'm just pure fucking water. I'm literally an empath sometimes. So that being said, cheers to my water signs, because I feel like we suffer a lot with our emotions and how we are. Sometimes we're too transparent, sometimes we're just too open-minded, or sometimes we're just too much of people pleasers because we're romantics at heart. So cheers. Shit, that was hot. Anyways, no, this video is just to go over my day, and then for those of you that are also struggling through the week as well, I mean, we just finished the first day of Monday, and for those of you that suffer through the same shit as me, and like, mind you, my videos are sometimes rants, but they're also rants as to how I actually overcome my type of suffering, my type of pain. And right now, currently, what I'm suffering, coincidentally, as I'm going through this fucking transformation, is work. You know, I wish I went through this transformation when, well, actually, no, I don't know. I mean, because I've gone through this phase of transformation various times. You know, the resources have been given to me many times, and yet I've turned a blind eye to it. So I don't know. It's just too coincidental that I started my new job, and this new fucking transformation just, you know, is like currently on its way through me. It's a roller coaster. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, nonetheless, I guess we are thankful for just living through the human experience, because I mean, without it, we really truly would just be miserable doing nothing with our lives. So cheers to soft productivity. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot of cheers just because we need to lighten up our mood, or I need to lighten up my mood. And though I am going through like a really tough stage in my life again, and I know it sounds like I'm bitching, but like, honestly, you really start to value the good times before you leave them, and it's currently where I'm at. And even though within those good times I was kind of suffering, I'm suffering even more now, but you know, you just got to pick your poison at the end of the day. And I chose a poison that was a bit more lethal in the sense where, you know, the dilemma I'm facing right now is that, you know, days feel like fucking weeks feels like months. And not to repeat myself from previous videos, but it's just hard. You know, I mean, sometimes I feel as if time passes through some people faster, and because it has passed through people faster, they learn to just slow down and acclimate. But when you slow down a bit too much, you stay stuck in time for a bit, and it's just harder for it to pass through you sometimes. That's why I just feel like I have to set this environment for myself to just remain relaxed and maintain my sanity, because sometimes I just really want time to just pass by. And it doesn't help for the fact that sometimes if you're in solitude, or if you're in a path of solitude, time just feels infinitely times longer. You know, it's fucking, it's suffering. But you know, I mean, out of all the suffering, some people really do really like find themselves, you know, going to the gym, ripping your muscles, you get buffer, you know, studying, hurting your brain a bit, you become smarter. It's just that's just the way of life. You gotta suffer a bit. No pain, no gain. And I hate that cliche saying, but it's just true. And right now I feel as if this solitude that I'm in, that's causing this, you know, transformation, it's meant to change me, and it's meant to heal me. And although there's some parts of me that want to actually relapse back into my old habits, I feel as if this time it's just the universe does not want to allow me to do that, because one it's giving me the self-restraint to actually not do that. two, all of those distractions that I once had were subconsciously being taken away by my own doing. So it's crazy to think that I set this up for myself. And, I have a good job right now, but just because of some simple documentation that wasn't processed, too quickly, right now I'm actually to the point where I need to be very cautious with my spendings. If I could cook at home, so be it. If there's any type of traveling that I must do, try to minimalize it and save as much gas. It's annoying because, I'm about to get good fucking money next week, but it's like right now I need that in the moment. And, my dumbass fucking spent $50 at a bar a couple days ago, but at the same time, it's like I don't regret it because I had that really meaningful conversation with my buddy. He's such a chill vibe, and for a fucking Leo to get along with the Scorpio, and he even told me too. It's so funny because this is where I don't believe in the zodiac sometimes, but he told me, as a Scorpio, you really don't give off a Scorpio vibe. You contradict what a Scorpio is, and I'm like, yeah. Sometimes I do, because sometimes I'm genuinely not wanting to be toxic, and I'm just quite the opposite, where I want to just be a social butterfly, and I can just engage with I can engage in conversation with just about anybody sometimes. He's like, yeah, you don't give a Scorpio vibe sometimes. I mean, sometimes, yeah, you are a dick, but like, I don't know, that just made me laugh. And the fact that, we shared a cigar and a couple of shots together and some beer, like, that was just a fun time. That being said, going on a day-to-day life basis, though, like, obviously that type of thing cannot happen every day. And I kid you not, just like I found all these resources to finally put myself in this solitude. And this week that's coming, that I'm going through right now, it's hard. It's fucking hard. But there has to be at least some light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, that's what I'm trying to at least manifest right now, is that I am light, I am powerful, I am creative, and I will survive. And I mean all that because essentially that's actually what I need to start manifesting for myself, and I need to start actually speaking into existence, so that way my life doesn't go down that miserable path that I always put myself down into. And that's just the way it is, like, on a day-to-day life basis, where you're not necessarily financially rich, or you're not to the point where you know a lot of people, or you just are not that creative as to when it comes to going out, and you just like sticking to the simple stuff. Like, my channel is meant for you guys, like for those people that really just genuinely don't know what the fuck to do, and like this is what I'm for. It really is what I'm for. And I kid you not, it's hard. It's a hard fucking process, and I'm barely bitching about it on my third day, but this being my third or fourth day, like, it feels like a fucking eternity. That being said, it's just, I am thankful that I have finished Monday. I can look forward to the rest of the week a bit. Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Thankfully, I get off work early on Thursday, and maybe I might get off work early on Friday, depending how my boss is. But I am currently in a part-time-ish type of job where I'm only supposed to be getting 30 hours, but due to the nature of the place where I work at, I will perhaps be getting 30 to 35, in which I actually don't even want any more hours. Like, I really just want 30 hours and that's it. I don't want to fucking be stuck to 9 to 5, because all I'm doing right now is I'm still in training. I'm just, studying shit on a computer or a PC, and it's been quite draining to the soul. And the one thing that's been consoling to my soul this whole time is actually just listening to some music and, talking to my coworkers here and there. But even then, it's like 8 fucking hours sometimes of just doing that is deteriorating to your soul. And that's why thankfully on Thursday it's only going to be 5 hours. It's going to be a chill time. But for those of you that are actually stuck to a 9 to 5 or have to work Monday through Friday vigorously, like just torturing your mind, hang in there. Easier said than done. I know. Excuse me. I know we're all in our own realities, but we must face the truth. We just gotta keep fighting until we can actually find some fucking way to get out of this miserable routine that we actually find ourselves in, to just become more successful, not financially, but spiritually. Be enlightened to actually start realizing, like, work is not my life. I can live a life outside of these societal norms that have been put among me. And that's actually what I'm doing right now is, ooh, I like this song. But that's actually what I'm doing right now. You know, I had work from 9:30 to 5:30, and that's essentially what a fucking 9 to 5 day is. 9:30 to 5:30. Drove home. I got here at 6 p.m. and it sucked, you know, because that's almost my whole fucking day. But I'm like, you know what? No, I spent 8 hours working. Let me invest the other 6 to 8 hours that I could potentially have for the rest of my day into something that I like doing. So, you know, I got home, I ate something small, and then I watched a bit of TV, because honestly, you have to have that balance as to where you just relax and like not stick yourself to just always doing something spiritual or meaningful. Just let your mind relax. Let it be dumb for a bit. Let it be soft brain, you could say, instead of wrinkled. The more wrinkled, the more sophisticated and smart your brain is. That being said, though, I did that, and then I was already kind of straying away from watching TV, so I was preparing myself to go out, and I went to a cafe. I was really going through some emotions. I was feeling like shit, just because like this transformation has not been easy, and like I'm hoping for it to come to an end, so that way I can like actually reach that light at the end of the tunnel and just feel better about myself already. But I'm going through it like a fucking cocoon. Like I'm just trying to break the shell so that way I can start flying, and it's fucking hard. So yeah, I journaled like about 5 to 6 pages on my journal today. It kind of helped, but then what I just realized is like, you know what, fuck this, I'm just gonna go on a walk. And I went on this really nice walk, actually, and I should have perhaps vlogged it, but I was like, nah, you know what, this is my moment. And you know, I discovered a new beach area. I was really happy about that. And I was originally just supposed to be walking in the park, so I went to the beach, walked, and then I actually started singing some of my favorite songs, because I'm a fucking sip. And some of these songs are by Matt Mattelsi. I need to look up his name, but I'll probably leave a link to some of his songs. But I always sing these songs when I'm like down and about, because you know, I truly do resonate with what they say. One of them being As the World Caves In. Some of you guys may know that a lot from TikTok, but then I started digging deeper into this artist, Matt Mattelsi, I think. I hope I'm pronouncing his name. But you know, Strange Time, Less and Less, those are songs that it just honestly resonate with my soul each time, and not necessarily when I'm going through some type of transformation, but it's just this, like what he sings is essentially what I would love in a romantic partner. As the world caves in, you know, like that's basically saying like, oh, I want to die with someone that I'm gonna love, and as I see this whole fucking world deteriorate, like in a sense that's like a very bitter, toxic love story, and I just love it. I really do love it. That being said, though, that was about like another 2 hours of my day. So 4 hours that I've spent just doing things that I like, and I come back here, take a shower, and I made myself some tea, and now we're making this video. And when I go back on all that, like it's only perhaps like 5 or 6 hours, and it kind of does make me sad, because I'm like, fuck, you know, I invested really 9 hours into fucking work. And actually, you know, in the morning I did actually do a bit of yoga. I drank some tea as well. I wrote some manifestations to actually make my, you know, transformation more worthwhile and meaningful. And I'm about to actually, you know, journal again right now in a bit. But I kid you not, like having to figure out what to do next in your life after feeling soulless, or sometimes even just like nothing, it's hard. It really fucking is hard. But you know what? We're alive, we're human. Let's just try to be thankful for another day. Even though some of us are the type of people to say that we didn't ask to be born, here we are. But alright guys, I don't want to leave shit on a sad note. If anything, let's just leave off with some manifestations. I am powerful. Or these are more like affirmations, but at the same time, now let's actually think of it. Manifestations. I will become more spiritually in tune with myself. I will love myself more. And I will manifest my romantic partner to me, so that way I can be happy, and so can this person. And the last one mainly is what I'm trying to advocate for, even though I am on this journey of solitude alone, and it is meant to be my journey. I have been figuring out that there has been people that can only heal sometimes with a friendship or a relationship. And it just depends, you know. I mean, the human spectrum of healing is just different for everybody. But I personally feel as if I heal when I'm with someone. And when I am alone, it's very weird. Like, I get this very lethal dosage of just solitude and being alone, and it hurts, but it actually does help me out a bit. But I guess that's more of what I need, is that moment to myself alone. But I'm not gonna lie, I mean, some of you guys may call me a pussy for this, I don't care, but sometimes just being with someone and healing with them, or even just knowing that you are with them, have that commitment, and knowing that you're on their mind and you're still alone, like, that still helps. And like, that's actually kind of what I found myself in before this transformation that started about 4 days ago. It's like I was already by myself a bit. I was already sleeping alone. I was already, you know, journaling. I was manifesting for something even better of myself. I was drinking tea. I was going back to my old routine as to when I was actually alone for like at least a couple of weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks. Like, I'm already going back to that, and I feel as if I'm like, you know, not missing a single step to the transformation I was trying to go through back then. And I feel as if I just picked right up off it. Like, I'm literally, yeah, I'm sad, but at the same time, like, this calmness, it's subsiding whatever sadness I have. And it's so relieving, because I normally thought I would be only in sadness throughout this whole time of transformation. And when I look back on the time I was trying to transform last time, like, I feel as if I did make a bit of success, but I was not making YouTube channels. I was not speaking my mind. I was not letting my emotions run through me. I wasn't journaling. So I feel as if each time I get to have this chance of transformation, it's always getting better. But it comes at a price where the mental toll of time is truly just weighing on my head, and that's what produces me to just do these things that I normally don't do. Like, I kid you not, going out on the beach and then just putting my feet in the cold water, that's something I haven't done in like months. And I did it now today just because I have a lot more time on my hands, kind of, to myself. And that's just the thing, like, I really do, I'm starting to kind of see the concept of, you know, in the times of solitude, or in the times where you get to be by yourself, you get to discover some things about yourself. And quite frankly, that's just how I'm feeling right now. Like, I feel sad, but I'm gonna just try to keep pushing for some type of light or peace within me. That being said, guys, I don't want to make this video too long, so cheers, stay tuned. I may perhaps make another video tomorrow, but for those of you that have actually been watching, thank you so much, because it just feels like we didn't lose our viewer count. Like, each video is getting more than 10 views per video, and then, like, I'm really happy about that. Back then we would only get like 1 to 5 views, so thank you. You know, the views really do help. Leave a like, comment on something, because I do see that some of you guys like commenting, even though it may be rude or just something resourceful. Like, go ahead, comment, because I love seeing your guys' comments and seeing what you guys have to say about what I have to say. But all right, guys, sleep well. I'll probably see you guys soon, and enjoy yourself. Take care.